everybody, my name is Timemuphin. We're going to be playing some Darkest Dungeon Necromancer %. We had a bit of war going between Necromancer and Swine Prince. Unfortunately for me, Necromancer % won because all my practice runs for Necro have been absolutely terrible this week. So we'll see how it goes. We'll start the timer in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh no. Oh, I forgot to turn off tutorials. We'll turn tutorials off. We already know how to play this game. Oh my. Okay, well, that's fine. We'll just do this the old-fashioned way.
Have run up these lanes. Keep to the side path. The hamlet is just ahead.
So, in basically, in these runs, we're just trying to kill this boss as quickly as possible. So we always start off in the old road, every single run. We always start out with our good friends, Reynold and Dismas. Reynold likes to steal things, Dismas likes to cheat. The gambling. A little unfortunate there. Basically, the way that this time the old road finishes the quickest is if we can crit this guy in the back immediately. Let's see. Yep, he's way too fast for us. So this run is, like most Darkest Dungeon runs, there's a large portion of RNG in it. A lot of hoping you roll high enough numbers. We're gonna go for a swag kill here. Grape shot. Nailed it. Let's get the air horns going. Oh, and another crit. Beautiful. So that ended up turning out okay. And there we go. That was the old road. So, because we're doing Necromancer %, we are forced to kind of deal with our starting characters that come out of the stagecoach, which is not something I'm a big fan of. Because a lot of times we get really, really bad abilities. Okay, we have Mace Bash. That's one of the abilities we're looking for that is a good ability. So, Incision as well. All right, so we have a really, really good group. So we're just going to upgrade our stagecoach a couple times. Make sure we can get a couple of decent, some decent people here once we're done with our first mission. So we're going to slide Dismas all the way to the back, put our healer in slot 2, because she's not going to be doing any healing today.
The cost of preparedness.
Buy our provisions, head on in.
Later, in blood.
Wait for him to finish talking. There we go. Because the controller, normally, for some reason, the controller does not seem to be doing what I want it to be. And that's fine. But one of the kind of tricks to this run is if you have a controller plugged in, oftentimes it will it'll let you skip if you manage to get a scout in the next room.
Confidence surges as the enemy
it will stall you, pause you in your position. You cannot move or do anything until it's done telling you what's in the next room. Which a lot of times scouting is a let's see here. Yeah, for some reason the stick seems to be moving the cursor instead of what I'm used to it doing. That's okay. Just we're losing about 5 seconds per scout, basically there. What we're gonna be looking for, there we go. No misses. We don't want any misses. Let's see. We got our battle Vestal. She knows what's up. Probably to the death, as one does. Our biggest enemy in Darkest Dungeon is stress. This little white bar down here at the bottom, below our character's red health bar, is their stress bar. If that gets to 100, they undergo a stress check, virtue check. Everybody kind of has a different name for it. But if they fail that virtue check, then the characters become afflicted. If they become afflicted, they start yelling at each other, hurting each other's feelings, and generally wasting time. That's the only thing we care about. We don't really care about their feelings. We only care about the time that gets wasted by them yelling at each other. So, oof, beautiful crit. problem with crits, though, is that they actually are a bit of a time loss. Because of, they get these nice buffs. Like he gets +2 speed because he managed to hit a crit. But we end up losing about 3 or 4 seconds because he hit that crit and did not kill the man. If they end up killing the person who they crit on, it's basically it equals out.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Otherwise, it is actually a time loss to get a crit over just getting straight damage. Alright. Healer's running into traps because, you know, why not? She's not sure-footed, she's very clumsy. Oh wow, Randall didn't steal anything this time. Shocking. He's not feeling very greedy right now. Alright, there's our hunger check. We're feeling a little peckish. Chow down. So we're going to head into this next room once our scout's finished. Because, you know, oof, crit scout. Crit scout means about 8 seconds of time loss. Feels bad. That's okay, though. Is what it is, man. Alright, so we're going to go into this next room, see what's in here. Oh my. Oh no. This is surely unexpected. Let's run away.
No chance for egress.
No! Run away!
This be
There
a
we go.
massacre?
Alright. So, mission complete. Yay, we did it. Cowards always win. So the reason why that mission completed is because that mission was a scout mission. We only have to explore 90% of all rooms in a scout mission, so we don't actually have to complete all the fights.
In the sunken faces
Oh,
of
yes,
passersby.
beautiful. Bounty Hunter, Houndmaster. This is a great combination. Reason being, the Bounty Hunter can mark stuff up, and our Houndmaster can knock it down, as it were. So basically they buff each other pretty significantly. Oh, hold up. We have to do one thing here. We have another incentive here for renaming Reynald. So his new name is Disappointment.
Actually, you might want to refresh, because
Refresh?
speaking of, there was just a donation for that incentive.
Let's take a look. Godefroy is Reynald's actual new name.
That was changed thanks to $5 from Roma 45100. Thank you, Roma.
Thank you so much for that donation. And Disma's name is, what is this? Jacoy. There, nailed it. All right, so in we go with this new new composition here. Buy some band-aids and anti-venoms for safety, just in case you run into some spiders. Spiders and bleeders. Never a fun thing to run into. All right.
The fiends must be driven back.
All right, so we got a scout right off the
Better
bat.
place to begin than the seat of our noble line.
So, with any luck, this will be our only room battle. So because this is a skirmish mission, we only have to complete 100% of room battles, which means we can get lucky and have this be our only room battle. Oof, I forgot to buy some abilities here. Normally what we want to do is just buy abilities that do not have any sort of buffs, debuffs, bleeds, anything of that nature, because it wastes about 2 or 3 seconds every time a debuff, bleed, blight, graphic appears. We're all about saving the frames. We don't care about bleeding the opponents. Alright, beautiful. So that's part of the combo. You have you pull someone to the front with the bounty hunter, and then you use your Houndmaster to obliterate them, basically. Another reason that Houndmaster is great is he comes with a built-in damage buff with these nice puppy treats that we can give him. We're not gonna waste our time with puppy treats right now, though. We don't need them.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them
Yep, got a crit, so we waste a bunch more time. Alright, unfortunately that wasn't our only fight in this mission, so we're going to continue on. Wonderful. Good work, Godefroy. Nailed it. Alright, we got a scout. Scout is actually pretty good in this particular layout, because then we get to see where our next fight is. Alright, so we got 2 more triumphs, or 2 more fights here and here. Alright, Jakoi, disarm this trap for us, please, if you would, so kindly. Thank you. Thank you, sir. There's a chance to, for them to fail at their disarm as well.
The way is lit. The
Fun
path
fact,
is clear.
just running into a trap
Require only
is a
the
half second
strength to
faster
follow
than
it.
actually disarming the trap. Pain is worth a half second. That's basically what that means. Good. Crit. Fantastic. I don't even know how to pronounce his name. Kioches. Just eating crits.
Their formation is broken.
Basically the main strat
Maintain the offensive.
in Darkest Dungeon is always take the easy kill. Always kill the thing at low health. Yep, good work. Good work, Godefroy. Nailed it. He's doing his best leper impersonation by missing every single attack. Yep, great. What a team.
Confidence surges
Come in
as
more
the
few.
enemy crumbles.
Save this sorry lot. More bleeding. So bleed is actually a pretty significant time loss. Every time our bounty hunter goes, we lose about 4 seconds. Perfect. He bleeds. Yes. Wow. This is going real well. Everybody's wearing blindfold. It's okay. They're doing a blindfolded speedrun. That's what they're doing. That's why they're missing so much. Good work. Alright, into our last room in this dungeon.
Triumphant pride
While we're walking down
precipitates
the hall,
the
we're going to
dizzy
heal up everybody
fall.
with our nice stacks of food that we have here. Oh, yep. Another hunger check. Still feeling hungry. That wasn't enough food.
As the light gains purchase,
Alright, not a
spirits
bad
are
fight.
lifted, and purpose is
No
made
stressy
clear.
ladies. No, nothing to worry about.
Executed with impunity.
We'll take a crit in this case because it means these guys do way less damage. They bad jab. It's always good when the people with crossbows have to do melee attacks. Alright, we get to waste a little bit of time here. Watching him get buffed. Perfect.
Obliterated.
Nice blade. He's big boned. He's not. That's all he is. Don't make fun of him for how large he is. He's just big boned. So far, that's another thing with this game is the turn order is semi-random. There's a speed stat on each character, but at the start of each round of combat, every character that is in
Remind yourself that
also gets to
overconfidence
roll
is slow
a number
and
between 1 and 8,
insidious killer.
and if a high-speed character
More
rolls a
bones
1 and
return to
a
rest.
low-speed character rolls an 8,
Devils
that
remanded to
low-speed
their
character will
abyss.
get to go first.
Once our
Let's
estate
check
was the
here,
envy of
grab
this
him
land.
just for safety. Then we head into our
The
blacksmith,
bellows
upgrade our
blast once
weaponry.
again. The forge stands ready to make weapons
Roy,
of war.
Jakil, Morphew, and Kioches. Don't know how to pronounce his name. We'll just call him Kyo. That's going to be our party going the rest of the way. Alright, Ruins 2. Wait, this is Ruins 3, actually. So this is our last mission that is not a boss mission. So after we complete this, the Necromancer mission will unlock,
The fiends
and then
must be
we
driven back. And
get a
what
bad
better
map.
place to begin than the seat
A
of
very
our
bad map,
noble
actually.
line.
Especially for not getting a scout immediately. So, because we got a bad... Oh, thank you. Thank you, Godefroy. Oh, sweet. That's what we were going to do anyway, was scout. Or try and grab that bag for a scout. So, we have a chance that this might be our only fight. Otherwise, it's a bad map. So, we know exactly where battles aren't, which is another reason we like playing skirmish missions. Alright, so she's bleeding, has 1 HP, we can just ignore her. Because next time round when she goes, she will take the 1 damage and die. Slowly, gently. This is how life is taken. Oh good, 2 people at 1 HP. Unfortunately he's a skeleton so he can't bleed. So we're just gonna punch him in the face. There we go, that's a good crit. Need more air horns, that's what I need. See, there she goes.
Weapon that cuts on its own.
Knife in the dark. Alright, good. We always like Knife in the Dark over
Another one falls.
him throwing his pimp juice on us. So when he throws the pimp juice, we get stress, and nobody likes that. I mean, you'd be stressed too, having to walk through a dungeon being covered in the finest pimp juice money can buy. Please bleed. Thank you for bleeding. Appreciate it. Alright, those were some really good damage rolls.
Slowly, gently.
I don't think we're going to go for the swag kill with Grape Shot. Don't know if we can. Point blank shot. Little PBS some educational television. There we go.
Cursed champion falls.
Whoopsie.
Continue the
Hit the wrong
onslaught.
button.
Destroy them all.
Feed him up. Get him nice and full. Thank you for the scout. That's great. Wonderful. Alright, 2 more fights. Well, 3 more fights. Got a nice fight in the hallway here. Oh, thank you, Reynold. Thank you, Godefroy, for not touching the curio in the hallway. I really do appreciate it. Okay, no stress. Was kind of hoping for spiders in one of these fights, but it was not meant to be.
Executed with impunity.
Perfect. Nailed it. Good work, everybody. Oh, I did not, wasn't paying attention. I thought Godefroy still had a turn. Good dodge, Morphew. Appreciate it.
Confidence surges as the
Again,
enemy crumbles.
that crit is great because it slides these 2 guys up in the melee range, which means they do less
As the fiend
damage.
falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Alright. And why on the Highwayman I'm switching to the melee ability instead of just shooting the skeleton is just for accuracy. It has about a 10% higher chance to hit with that than the pistol shot. Man, we are not getting lucky with these hall fights. Just lots of skellies here.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
Morphew with great follow through, great form. So far, fairly uneventful run. The only issue that we have is Godefroy's stress is a little high right now, but we're just gonna ride it out.
Trifling victory.
I actually probably
Victory nonetheless.
leaving my bag this full and going into a hall fight was actually very risky because there's about a I think it's a 4% chance of a collector spawning. Collector is basically a mini boss that spawns on any hall fight. You get great rewards from him, but that doesn't really, we don't really care about the rewards here. Because our run is over after this next, after the next mission, so any money we gain is just wasted. Along with all the precious seconds that we lose by fighting him. Good work. Or if you just redonned his blindfold.
Fiend.
His fond memories of his blindfold speedrun days. Good dodge. Good dodge, Kyo. Good work. Alright, shot. And then Godefroy just has to attack a corpse because Because he has no long-range abilities. Alright. So there's runes 3.
Nightmarish creatures can be felled. They
Easy.
can be beaten.
So far. This is going better than any of my practice runs did this week,
More
so
bones return to rest. Devils remanded to their abyss.
I will gladly take what is given to me here.
I remember days when the sun shone.
Let's just double check and see
and
what we got
laughter could be
here.
heard from the tavern.
So we're gonna go into the
Make
guild
no mistake,
just for the sake
we will
of
face
safety.
ever greater
We're gonna
threats.
upgrade some
Our
of our
soldiers must be ready.
abilities here. Gonna buy some new ones too. Get rid of our open vein for Wicked Slice. Reason for that is Wicked Slice does not have a bleed chance on it. So there's about a 2-second time save anytime he does any ability at all. Perfect. Alright, so we're going on to fight the Necromancer. The man who keeps reanimating all these skellies. Time to go give him the
Mastery
business.
over life and death was chief among my early pursuits. I began in humility, but my ambition was limitless. Who could
Limitless.
have divined the prophetic import of something as unremarkable as a twitch in a leg of a dead rat?
Hear that a lot.
A devil walks these halls.
Oh, this is a very bad Necromancer map.
The mad or the
So in the boss
desperate
maps,
don't search
the boss will always spawn in the room that is the most number of rooms away from you. Oh good, that's also great. Jesus, this is going poorly. See, I tempted fate by saying this is going better than any of my practice runs did. So a couple things. So there's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rooms between us and the Necromancer. Very, very bad. It's about as bad as you can get. I think the most I've ever had is 11. Also, what happened here, why all our dudes got shuffled, there's about a 10% chance that you will get surprised in any given fight. What happens when you get surprised is all your dudes shuffle around in an order that you don't want them to be in. There is a way to kind of, there are abilities that kind of mitigate that. Unfortunately, we did not buy any of those abilities, so we kind of played ourselves on this one. And also, Reynald is sitting at, Godefroy, sorry, is sitting at 95 stress, which is not what we want, not what we like to see. No blood for the leeches. Let's read them their papers, show them their tax forms from 1986. They did not file properly. The IRS is coming for them. I'm going to throw away all our money, and let's go to default party order. Here we go. Beautiful. So everything is going well again, in a manner of speaking. It's a best case scenario, making it through these 9 more rooms will take us about 6-7 minutes. I think the fastest Necromancer split that I've seen on anyone's splits was about a 5-room Necromancer with no fights, and it took about 4 minutes. We're going to be saving our doggy treats for... Good work. Random Mr. Dodge over here. Going to be saving our dog treats for the Necromancer fight. At the end of this very, very long hallway. Shank, yep. Yep. Oh god, Rain of Whips. The most painful rain there is. Okay, good. Only 1 bleeder. Oh good, we get a stress check. Perfect, he's hopeless.
There can be no hope.
So now he's going to start yelling at everybody, let him know how futile their efforts are, and generally being a pain in the butt for the rest of this this mission, and thereby the rest of this run. Let's pull him up. Just get him closer so Godefroy can do something, anything to him. Sitting and waiting for bleed animations to happen is kind of the worst. In their papers, sir. Thank you.
A faint hope blossoms.
Generally using the AoE abilities is worse than the single target just because the accuracy is lowered on those.
Seize this momentum.
So why I am
Push
throwing
on
away
till the
everything
task's end.
is because of the collector. We don't want to run into the collector. If you run into the collector, especially with someone who's afflicted, it's a
The
bad
way
time.
is lit. The path is clear.
Great, this is going
We
well.
require only the strength to follow it.
All right. Just keep doing 9 damage. That's all we really need. Do a Hound's Harry for some AoE, since this guy has 1 HP, and we only do 1 to 2 damage to everybody with that ability. We'll just use the AoE. Another 1 HP survivor. Feels bad. Pardon me for bumping the mic. We'll do Grape Shot here.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Grape Shot kills are hard to come by, so we like to get them whenever we can, whenever possible. Alright, let's hope that most of the fights were condensed into up here and in these 2 hallways that we will not be going down. Alright, sweet, we get to sit here while the scout animation finishes. Ooh, crit scout. Alright, awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So, these 2 empty hallways. Basically, a world record, a perfect run of this game involves no fights at all. Just walking through hallways, maybe doing 1 to 2 to 3 fights. And then calling it a day. I think the theoretical best time for this particular category is something like 13 minutes. Is the best sum of best that I've heard that someone has. I think my sum of best right now is like 16 minutes. We're getting there. We're still improving. You know,
Even the cold
it's the law of large
stone
numbers.
seems
At some
bent on
point,
preventing passage.
the good RNG will come. It just comes down to executing on it. And I get that question a lot. Why speedrun an RNG game? I don't know. There is a lot of RNG in this game, but there is also tactics you can use to mitigate. Like, yeah, there was no decision I could have made there that improved it, but there was a chance that it might have.
Another
Just a
one
gambling addict, I
falls.
guess. Bump in the night. Beautiful.
Be gone, fiend.
So far, so good. Little John, keep front juice to yourself.
Executed with impunity.
There we go. Beautiful.
Be wary.
Onward. Throw these
Triumphant
away.
pride
Don't need
precipitates
any of
a
that.
dizzying fall.
Disarm, please. Thank you. Well, good luck with the disarm so far. Alright, so we have 1 more hallway before we get to the Necromancer. And then our run is complete. Well, once we kill the Necromancer, that is. Great, great. The sentries have spotted us.
Another abomination cleansed from our land.
Do we have dog trees? We do have dog trees. We might use dog trees. What's our 5 to 8? Yeah, we'll use dog trees. I'd rather get a guaranteed kill than not in this particular case. Axe blade. Perfect. So these guys can really mess you up. They have an ability called Dead Weight. Dead. I don't think any one of them used
Foolish horrors
in this run.
brought low and
It basically
driven
knocks you
into
back
the mud.
1 space, and also
As
and
the
also
light
stuns
gains
you.
purchase,
It's a real pain in the
spirits are
butt.
lifted,
Stun is the real killer
and
in
purpose
this
is made clear.
run. Ooh, there's a pretty nice crit.
Towering, fierce,
So we do have dog treats, so
nightmare made
feed the
material.
puppy a bone. Send him after the Necromancer. All right, we got pretty good speed rolls that time. A lot of times he'll go first because he has a very high speed of 8. Generally what we want to do, though, is kill the thing that he spawns in front. Every time he does an attack, he will raise something from the dead. We want to keep him in slot 2 so that everybody can do as much damage as possible. Long dead. Alright, so it's another weakling here. So we'll send our puppy after him. Get him in one shot, because Reynold actually does the most damage of anything. Please don't. He attacked the corpse. Come on, Godfrey. Help your brother out. At least try to stun the Necromancer. Attacking the corpse does us no good. So we're just going to try focusing all of our damage on him. Great. Morphew is... still has that blindfold in his back pocket. Alright, so we stunned him because I forgot to change my ability to an actual damage dealing ability. Which is fine, because now he doesn't do anything, and he just stays there. And we proceed to punch him in the face. Time will be when I click the return to Hamlet button after everything despawns. Great. I was hoping it would be on this turn, but there it is. Alright, so time will be now. So what was that time?
Clocked in. Wow, it's my. You clocked in at a 30:52.
All right, I will take that with how bad that Necro split was. I want to thank Ruby and everybody at Midwest Speed Fest. I want to thank some people in the community real quick. Skip McLazy, Tricro, Cry4, some of the new guys over the border, Flawless Nakos. If I forgot your name, I apologize, but thank you guys so very much. And I think right now we're going to Halo after a little bit of a break. So stick around and have a wonderful rest of the marathon, guys.